Well, a very good day, good evening, good morning, good whatever you are. I am here in Shellharbour, so a warm greeting to you for this live stream that will take us into Sydney in a busy airspace situation tonight. So let's have a little look about where we are here. Don't forget to say hello in the chat. I do like to talk with the people who are joining us on the stream today. It is sort of late evening for me, or early evening, goodness me. So, Wollongong-Shellharbour, there's the Qantas 747-400 museum piece at the Aviation Museum over there. Excellent. There is our CowanSim Bell 206L3 Long Ranger from Cowan Simulation, which will be a nice vessel for us to get our way up to Sydney on this flight up the coast. We're taking off from the Touchdown Helicopters apron. Hello, Touchdown Helicopters people. Thank you for letting us use your apron today. Is that rotor going to fit? It is, so no problems there. That is a relevant concern. All right, so why don't I start getting inside and start getting things ready? I have already filed a flight sim with VATSIM. This is a VATSIM flight, and we will be going up the coast. We won't pay too much attention to that magenta line there. We'll go out to the coast. We'll basically follow the coast up. Gibbon Point. Then we need to get to Doll's Point here for our, this is Wanda Beach too, by the way. I skipped one. Wanda Beach, Doll's Point. That's our Wanda 5 inbound helicopter procedure for Sydney International. So that means that when we're granted that arrival procedure, we are granted clearance through to the hotel here, and we are if we don't receive further clearance, we're to hold here at 500 feet because there are north-south arrivals and departures going on the two runways jutting into the ocean there. So we will need to request and then that arrival, and then we will need to obey its procedures. And we will need to keep track of everything else that's going on this busy night, Monday night, a very busy day traditionally for VATPAC, the Australian division of VATSIM. So we are going to fly up the coast, and then we're going to do this coded arrival, the code being Wanda 5 inbound in this case, because we're going through Wanda Beach. And we will see how we go. I hope that the controllers and pilots today will be good sports for an idea like this. So I think it's about time to start getting things set up here. So why don't I just start to look at what we're doing on board here. Cargo, no. Seats, in fact, no, seats, there we go. So let's get the 4 seats filled up. And I'll just move that there so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so we'll load them, yes. And because I don't have any fuel planning arrangement for the Bell 206 Long Ranger, I'm just going to fill that up. So we can load the aircraft with all of that on. We're almost at full weight there. So load in. Yes, there we go. So there's our, let's have a look at our lucky passengers in the back of our Long Ranger. Interesting that it only fills up 4 seats. Is that what I asked for? Well, whatever the case. In this MS 2020 built aircraft, we are nonetheless well equipped for this MSFS 2024 flight. The machine is fully compatible. There's a few strange little quirks here and there that we can deal with, so I do like this scenery. This is default MSFS 2024 scenery, so we are lucky to have scenery of that quality in here. Right, back inside. Time to get a bit of a start on our startup. And before I do that, I might just get the GTN, the PMS 50 GTN 750 down here in my GPS stack. That's ready to go in our Bell 206. And let's get our checklists up. Checklists. So, yes, I'm in the right place there, but there we go. I need to go one back. Right, the doors are secured. The rotor brake is up here, and I can do that with that switch on my joystick. That is off. Good. All right, people, welcome aboard. You are very lucky on this special live streaming flight into Sydney from Wollongong-Shellharbour. Fasten your seatbelts, please. Done. Right, so let's get the battery on. How much do we want to listen to that horn? We do not, so we mute it like that. That is done. Flight controls, let's just have a look and see if I've messed anything up down here. So let's first of all just reset my position here. Right, okay. And there we go. So I've got cyclic. I'm just testing the full deflection there. Cyclic, good. And there's the collective up and down, good. And the pedal right and full left as well. Let's just pop outside. I think in this machine we get an animated collective. And you can just see the pitch of the main rotors changing there. And we get an animated tail rotor there as well. Very nice. So, but we don't get cyclic. I suppose with the two-bladed system, it's not going to be that thrilling to look at. But anyway, that's done. Flight controls are checked. Landing light switch is on the collective, and that is off. Checked. Throttle rotate past. Now, in the 206, we've got a idle release function here. So what we do is we go past the idle release. And that should, I've got a slider on my throttle controller here. We'll just click that idle release in, which means, well, actually, we'll click it out. When I go all the way down, it should be at about 25. Yes, it is. And then we get that idle release in, and then it allows us to go all the way down to 0. So that is done. Fuel quantity is very nearly full. I didn't overload the helicopter, so that is done. Instruments, nothing is moving around and looking suspicious there, so that's good. Altimeter set, well, we're at 30 feet above sea level, so let's just see what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good, so we're fine there. Magnetic compass, we are between 270 and 240. That hasn't come to life yet. So, which direction are we facing, actually? That would be between 270 and 240, so I'm going to call that correct. That's a bit of a lackadaisical check there, but anyway, we'll make do with that. So let's check the warning lights on the panel over here. We are all lit up. That's fine. They are working. And we've got another one over here, the turbine output temperature, which just lights up the red warning light over there. Sorry for that tooltip, which comes up too soon. Fuel valve is down and the red guard is installed. Good. Fuel boost breakers are on the overhead. So we check up here. Fuel boost breakers are in. So both of them are in. Good. Hydraulic system switch. Now that is in an awkward position down here. That is on. Hello 8 viewers. Please be sure to say hello in the chat. I will be very pleased to greet you and to find out where you are today and what you're doing. So directional gyro switch. Where is that? That's over here. So that's on. In fact, this is a tooltip that needs to be filled out a bit more comprehensively in the Bell 206 from CowanSim, so that looks like they just haven't defined that. Not great. Gen switch is off, i.e. in the start position, that's correct. Anti-ice is all down here on the center console, so let's just see what we've got going down here. Engine de-icing is off, hydraulic system is on, yes, okay, so caution, yeah, all right, so we're all fine down here. Pitot heater is on the overhead, and that is off. Position light switch is off, and so is the anti-cols. Didn't ask us about that. Instrument lights adjust as required. I think we're going to be needing a bit of those, so that looks good. Rotor brake, again on the rotor brake. The rotor brake is off. Well, we can start up this machine, people, so let us have a go at doing that. So, engine start checklist, please. The anti-col switch now comes on. The position light switch similarly comes on. The rotor brakes, the rotor blades are clear. The rotor brake, again, we just checked that. That is off. The rotor brakes, let's just go outside. That's what we're looking at here. There's our lights starting to light up. Very good. Very nice. I'm quite enjoying flying this Cowan simulations machine, you know. This is one of my favourites of the 2020 fleet of Joshua Cowan that's been updated for use in MSFS 2024. And I'm really quite enjoying it. So the starter button, yes, we push in until we get to 12 to 13 on the gas producer down here, the NG or N1 as it's variously called. So, and then we do not open the throttle, so we just double check that that's down to 0, yes, until we are past 12 to 13 on the gas producer. And I'm not quite sure when this one becomes self-sustaining, but we're aiming to get up to about 60% N1 or NG. All right, so that's the goal down here. Let's just get it so we can see everything. Good, all right. So watching this to get to 12, and I'm just going to hold down my starter button. I could do that one, or I could do the one on my controller here. We are going in. It's in. NG is moving. We're at 10%. We're at 12%. Not quite sure why the sound effects are so soft, but I'm going to introduce fuel. And we are staying in the limits there. So we just hit the red line and now it's declining. That's great. That is definitely on 25. That's what I want. And I think at 50% it might be self-sustaining. I might just let it get up to 60% and release the starter, which I've just done. And we are all good there. We've started up. And our blade is turning. Sorry you couldn't see that. Gen fail, correct. And those are all done. The engine out warning has gone. And we are hopefully reaching 60%. We have reached 60%. The engine oil gauge is over. Transmission oil. Engine oil is up here. So we're in the green. We're in the green. They've risen up. Now I can open the throttle to 70%, so I'm just going to watch this one. You'll hear the pitch come up slightly from the rotor system. There we go, it's coming up now. I will aim to get that at 70. Do you want to look a bit closer? That might be a bit easier. Aim to get the 70 on here. Oh, bumped it. I've just got this on a slider on my Orion 2 throttle unit. So there we go, we're at 70% now. What's our outside temperature? 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's good. So let's get our generator on. Generator comes on. ELT I'm not concerned with. Hydraulic system. Now where is that up here? Hydraulic boost is that one, so we take that off. I would have thought we got a warning for that, but apparently we don't on this model. Is that true for the real 206 as well? Put that back in, and we're all fine. Okay. Engine run up. This might be a good moment to... There's nothing here about getting our avionics on in this checklist, so I think we're done for the checklist for now. We can get our generator on. It was on. We can get our avionics on. I'm thinking ahead, and I think I might just turn the pitot heat on. No danger of coming into contact with anyone. Everyone's all aboard now. And we'll just let everything stabilize there. Let's have a look at our avionics. Flight plan, Shellharbour. Okay. Kingsford Smith. Erden. We're not going through Erden. I think I can just leave that. I don't think that's going to cause me any problems. Let's just have a look at it. No, have a look at it on here. Zoom out. Oh, no magenta line on here. I'm just going to fly up the coast. It could not be really that complicated, even for me. So, I do feel that this rotor system's got a mind of its own because it's advancing up to flight, although I haven't increased the throttle, so I might just increase the throttle now so that we're all in alignment. Okay, the governor's got it now, so then we're back down to 62 here. It might have been that my throttle was just on the very brink of catching it, the governor, so it might have been that the governor sort of just got it anyway. That's why it went up by itself. Oh, am I concerned with this or not? Flight plan. I don't think I am. I mean, I could delete that flight plan. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's gonna... Okay, set origin, Yankee Sierra Hotel Lima, Shellharbour. And set destination, Yankee Sierra Sierra Yankee. And that's all in there. So 41.5 nautical miles up the coast. Now we've got a magenta line. That's more like it. Good. So what we will do is we'll do a visual departure down... here's the runway. Now, I always feel a bit confused about this. This must be taxiway Bravo down to this runway. Then it becomes Golf down here. So I think that's Bravo. So we've got exits at Alpha Charlie. Yeah, all right. So that must be Bravo, right? So Bravo, we'll just take off from Bravo and we'll be at 50 knots already down here. And if we lose an engine, we've only got one engine. If we lose the engine, we can set down on taxiway Golf. That's my plan down here. So we will follow VATSIM procedure and we will broadcast on the CTAF 1273. That's the wrong... There we go. 1273 is what we want in here. 1273. Enter. And we will transfer that. So we're on the Shellharbour CTAF. Good. So we can broadcast on that. And I might just get 1228 over here as well in case anyone's broadcasting on that. There we go. 1228, the Unicorn frequency down here. Oh, let's put it on there as well. Com. Have I only got one com radio with this? Wow. That's interesting. I have not come across that before. This would normally be com 2, but that seems to be the same. Well, I will have to make do with one com radio then by the look of it. That's not actually what I expected. I think I can deal with it though. Hello 11 viewers on stream, you are welcome. We are getting set up at Wollongong-Shellharbour with the Aviation Museum over there with its 747 on display. We are going to head to the southwest down there, so a bit of taxiing to do. Might just start having a bit of a look at a few things like META. I'm just doing this in the V pilot, which you won't be able to see. META for Shellhaven. So we've got 130 at 5 knots is the wind. So that's pretty good. 130 at 5. It's less windy than Sydney. So I really feel that this has got a mind of its own. What's that governor do? What are you doing, governor? I haven't touched a thing. SAS is off. Okay. So 130 at 5, we will... as I said, take off from the taxiway. We'll do a left turn to take us out to the coast, and we're just going to follow the coast up. There's no airspace situation down here for us to worry about. We are in uncontrolled airspace up to 7,500. We are not climbing that high. I might get up to about 2,500. And we'll follow the coast up. So I suppose worst case scenario, we would aim to auto-rotate onto the beach. Maybe I'm leaning on the pedals without realising it, and that's what all that stuff's about. All right, so that's surge. Okay, so, and then we will brief our arrival when we get going. 1,200 altitude reporting is on. That was on by default. And no one has called on the CTAF. I might just double check that V-Pilot is definitely broadcasting on the CTAF. And then I might just do a call on frequency. And we'll see if anyone's around. 1273 is correct. I'm just going to cheat and type .aircraft into... There we go. Closest aircraft is about 33 miles away, so we're all fine there. So there's no one in the immediate vicinity, but I'll just call just to be safe. Shellharbour traffic. This is helicopter Hotel Tango Alpha. Is there anyone on frequency? Shellharbour. Okay, so there we go. See if anyone answers that. Excellent. All right, well, sounds like we've got the whole aerodrome to ourselves, so that's going to make this nice and easy. All right, what did I say? We're going to get onto that Bravo taxiway. We're at Lima. Okay, so I'm going to call, we're on Lima. We're going to taxi to Alpha. We are going to take off from Bravo, not Alpha, Bravo. For a VFR departure to the east. That's what we'll do. Shellharbour traffic, Hotel Tango Alpha at the Lima apron. We are going to hover taxi to Bravo, and we will take off to the southeast for a easterly VFR departure. Shellharbour. Okay, I think I've done everything there. Let's see what a mess I can make of my radio communications today. So let's start to get things set up here. That's good. Right, so light winds, that's great. So what's this vehicle going to do in front of me? Get the taxi lights on. Okay. What does that do, by the way? Oh, that's my taxi light shortcut. Oh, yeah, it's just pointing down. Okay. Oh, that'll do. I can deal with that. Okay. So, lifting, left and aft. Whoa, that's faster than I expected. Okay, all right. That was not great. We leaned over a little bit too much. And now I've just put it back down on the pavement as well. That's not great. This wind, it's got to be stronger than 5 knots. It is. Look at the windsock. That's more than 5 knots. That is more than 5 knots. What the meter said 5, and as soon as I picked up, it was like, whoa, that is more than 5 knots. Okay, we are clear to the right. And I've got to not put it back down on the ground again. This wind is way stronger than 5 knots. I do have it on real weather, and we are clear to the left. It's going to be a bit nicer when we put the nose into the wind. Yeah, you see it? Look at the helicopter creeping backwards. Okay. Shellharbour traffic, helicopter Hotel Tango Alpha, taking off from the Bravo taxiway and VFR departure to the east. Shellharbour. Okay, so I feel I've not done a terrible job there. Okay, we're 350 knots. And we can start to allow it to lift up. We're at the bottom of the top of the green arc, I should say. That looks good. Get that taxi light on. Landing light on was what I should have had on when I called that takeoff. And let's turn into West Coast. There we go. Beautiful flying around here. It really is. Very nice. Great scenery. Thank you, Microsoft and Asobo, for putting that into the... whoops. Concentrate, Matthew. Into the default landing... default scenery for us in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Hello, Erwin. Is it? Sorry, I can see you commenting there. I'm just going to get things stabilized here, and I'll talk to you in just a sec. So, now that we're up and running, I might just get that SAS on. Oh, okay, that was a bit more dramatic than I thought it was going to be. All right, so... And then we'll just trim over here to the left a bit. I feel the SAS just fought me there for a couple of seconds. And now I can just use the hat switch to level off. Keep the wings level, the rotary wings level. And here we are heading out to the eastern coast here. And we'll get a nice view of Newcastle as well. So, which is over there. All right, Erwin. Oh, you've done some flying at Touchdown. You've done 20 hours of training with Touchdown. How fantastic. What sort of machines were you flying? And sorry for any deficiencies in my real-life procedures today. Jace, hello Jace. Nice to see you again. Very happy to see your name. I am not doing this as a multiplayer today because I'm doing it on VATSIM, you see. So when I'm on VATSIM, I don't want to do the... I don't want to have, 10 or 15 people following me along. So, because it gets a bit confusing on VATSIM. So I'm on VATSIM today, so I'm kind of doing this one solo apart from everyone on VATSIM. So, sorry about that, Jace. Oh, you were in R44s, Erwin. It is Erwin, isn't it? Yeah, hello, Erwin. R44s from Touchdown. That's great. Okay, now I've just used my heading bug to get over here. I'm now going to go in on the heading. There we go. And when we finally get up to... I'm going to just pull a few clicks back on the cyclic trim. And we will hopefully climb up to about 1,500 feet. And I will get the altitude hold in at that point. So then I can fly on autopilot for the most part. It does make the streaming so much nicer. And Erwin, what was it like for you training in your R44s at Touchdown? I mean, it's a beautiful region. I'll give you that. And it's quite, so 1500 now, let's get the altitude hold on. And so now further deflections in the collective will go to the speed and therefore not the altitude. So we'll hold that 1500 feet and we'll just point straight up the coast here and we're all good. Yeah, I feel here at Shellharbour, Newcastle, you're blessed with some just stunning scenery. I mean, let's just get out and have a look. Oh, that's the taxi light, is it? Okay, is that ridiculous leaving that on the whole time? In fact, why don't I actually get in? And we'll turn those two lights off and back outside again. There we go, that's better. Oh, beautiful sunset. It's going to be glorious in Sydney when we see that sunset scene when we get up there. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. So, Erwin, you got your Helimax flight sim set up today. Oh, Navigraph, yeah. So, what's the Helimax? Is that a controller set up? Is that like a Puma flight controller or something? I haven't heard of Helimax. Okay. Hello, Newcastle. Beautiful evening. Light winds. We're over 120 knots. I'm going to push down on the collective very slightly, and we'll just let that speed come down to about 115, I hope. The SAS will hold my altitude at 1500. That's all good. Hello to the 14 people viewing the stream. You are welcome on this VATSIM flight up the coast to Sydney. Sydney's going to be exciting. Always is on a Monday night. Now, I've only got one comm radio, so let's just get... Yeah, I was already right. Let's get the 1228. Yep, let's get Unicom on there. The next frequency I need... Let's just look ahead for that one. The next frequency I'll need will be in one of these arcs here. That's 2,500. What's that one? 1,500. I'll be coming up here. I don't have... I think I can call... No. I will call... southwest, sorry, of Point Gibbon. That's that point there. Then we'll do Wanda Beach. Then we'll do Dolls Point. That's the approach. That's our Wanda 5 inbound for Sydney. So I'll be calling here at 1,500 feet because... Oh, is that 1,500 feet there? That's 1,500 there. And what's this one? That's 2,500, and then it's 1,500 here. Okay, so we'll call Sydney approach here when we are getting into that controlled airspace. And that looks like it's about 3 nautical miles southwest of Point Gibbon. Tracking Point Gibbon, 1,500 feet for the Wanda 5 inbound, landing Sydney Helipad Hotel 1. That's going to be the call. Oh, Erwin. Okay, so... Oh, amazing down there. Oh, you travel from Sydney down to Newcastle for your training. Great. I travel down every Wednesday evening from Sydney. They hold a classroom-style training for the theory stuff for helis for $20 for a few hours. Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. And you're doing some flight training there as well as your classroom stuff, I gather. And your R44s, very good. You can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Hello, Newcastle. Let's just go and admire the views, seeing as we've got all our automated flight pretty much sorted out now. Oh, I love flying this. I love it. Look at that glorious scenery. Glorious sunset in Newcastle today. For our Bell 206 flight up to Sydney. Be a bit faster taking the Bell 206, Erwin, than it would be driving down for your flight training. Oh, Jace, you've made the jump from Xbox to PC with your flight simulation. You wish you'd done it sooner. Why is that? I'm imagining, Jace, I'm going to assume that your PC is of a higher specification than the Xbox, and not only that, you can have all these nice add-ons as well. Yeah. I imagine you've got a lot more flexibility and options open to you. Just taking that heading bug over to the left slightly. And you know what? I think I'll also climb to... Got a bit slower than what I thought I was going to do. I'm going to climb up to 2,500. But before I do that, I'm also going to get the Sydney VOR in, and just remind me, is it 1121? That's what it said there. Let's get the Sydney VOR into 1121. 1122. Oh, that's the com. 122. There we go. 1121. 1121. Always good to make a hilarious error in front of everyone. 1121, and we've got 27 nautical miles. I think I'm going to go up to 2,500. Is that going to cause a problem with the airspaces over here? 4,500. What's this one? 2,500. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I'll say at 1,500. I'll stay at 1,500, but I'll just come over to the beach a bit more so that if we lose an engine, we can get down onto the beach. Flying over water, I think we would be having life jackets and a requirement for floats. So we're just cheating a bit today and keeping it simple. Oh, Irwin, Navigraphs. Okay, Navigraphs is a paid add-on. So it's... I can see Microsoft closing the gap increasingly quickly, I think, with what they've done in the EFB down here. But as you can see, the EFB, even with the flight spaces on, is still not up to the kind of level of detail we get here in Navigraph. Having said that, Navigraph is not everything for VFR flying. It's great for your IFR flying, and if you're into airliners, what you would be doing, I think, is using SimBrief for the Navigraph, and you'd be just in there the whole time. However, with helicopters, we have a much more interesting flight regime than that. Oh, we're back on 115 there. I just feel that there's a little bit of variation in the engine power. Okay, well, we're in range of the beach now, so look, if we lost an engine, we might be able to auto-rotate down there, so I'm just doing this slightly more sensibly now. Just keep ourselves tracking up the coast. I'm just moving the heading bug over to the right. I've got a knob on my... do you want the input viewer as well? Is that going to be useful at this point? There's the trim. That's what the SAS is doing right now. Yeah, so Irwin, it's a paid add-on, the Navigraph. Extremely worthwhile if you're doing airliner navigation. I've been paying for it for years. It's less useful for helicopter flights, and it's useful on streams like this because it's very easy for me to point to stuff and show you what I'm doing, where we're going, where we are. I don't often use the Navigraph charts plugin just by itself if it were just my own enjoyment. So, Jace, your TCA Airbus Captain's joystick and throttle works so much better. So you were using those with Xbox, but you're finding that they're working better in PC? Is that what's happening there? Or were you doing only your Xbox controller? As well as the performance and graphics are so much better in with running MSFS 2024 on your PC. That's great, Jace. Great to hear. Yeah, you're really opening up your horizons by getting that onto PC and doing your helicopter flying on there. Irwin, viewing stuff like Navigraph and real flight. Yeah, real flight conditions would just not happen too much going on in heli flight. True, but I am using a helicopter equipped with this heli SAS down here. I'll just show you a close-up of it. Now, how can I get down there? I've got all my shortcuts for it. I've got too many shortcuts. So we want to go down and forwards, Matthew, go down and forwards. So there's my heli SAS, or as Josh, oops, wrong button, as Josh Cowan has called it, Helo SAS. So at the moment I've got SAS activated, I've got heading hold on, and I've got altitude hold on. There is no collective coupling with the system, so when I pull more collective, I increase the speed because the Helo SAS is maintaining my altitude of 1,500 feet for me. Hello, Andrew. Little Navmap can be just as useful as a Navigraph, and it's at a great price. Is Little Navmap still free, Andrew? Or are there paid add-ons? I haven't looked at Little Navmap for ages, but I am impressed. Like, it is, it's super versatile. It's got lots of features. I mean, Navigraph Charts does have a very slick user interface that they spend a lot of money developing. It's going to lower my speed really is varying here, isn't it? So now we're at well past 120 knots. So I'm just lowering the collective now. Did I pull the collective before? So there's 125. Navigraph, Erwin. Look, I would think that you would probably wait as long as you can before you fork out the money for Navigraph. It's not that cheap. I can't remember what the price is, but you'll look at it yourself and find out what's useful for you. As Andrew is saying in the chat, Erwin, then you might just have a look at little nav map and just see if that does the trick for you in the meantime. And if you find yourself constrained by what's in little nav map, which is free, then you might consider going Navigraph after that. But, you know, whatever, it's your money. You you do what's right for you. So what am I doing here with comms? 1228, yes. We're on 1200, squawking 1200. I am on mode C. I'm just checking my vPilot app, which you can't see. It's not on, actually. Oh, okay, it is now. So the vPilot app didn't think I was on mode C, but it is now. So what have we got at Sydney? At Sydney we are using 16 left and right for arrivals and departures. Independent parallel approaches and departures are in progress in Sydney. Ooh boy, the wind. We have got 150 degrees at 14 knots. So we're a little bit gusty in Sydney. And that's going to be making the taxi in quite fun. Visibility greater than 10 nautical miles, sorry, 10 kilometres. Cloud overcast at 3,400. That's not going to affect our scenic today. How are we going for this call to Sydney approach? Oh, we're getting very close. Things do happen fast, don't they? All right, so Sydney approach, I need to call on 1283. 1283. Oop, get rid of that, Matthew. No, it was right there the first time. 1283, comms, 1283. And we're going to be using the Wander 5 inbound. So, what else do I have to do here? I'm going to get maybe the tower frequency on as well. Sydney Tower, 1205. 1205. No, 5. Enter. Do you know what? I'm going to slow down because things are starting to happen quite fast. And how are we going here? We're getting pretty close. So, no calls on 1283 yet. If I got the right frequency, 1283, I do. Approaches 1283, correct. Sydney Tower, 1205. Okay, so just for... The Wander 5 means that we go over Wander Beach. Okay, there we go. There's someone there. Just tell me, I'll rely on people listening to the stream what the balance is like between my voice, the helicopter, and the communications that you can hear in the background there. Just tell me what works for you. If it's too loud in the background or too soft, let me know. So there's Dolls Point. So we go Wander Beach, Dolls Point, and then the Brighton hotel here. Is it the Brighton Novotel at 500 feet? So I might just have this ready in case someone asks. Oh, here we go. Point Gibbon. Holy, that has really happened fast. Yep, all right, time to call. And we've got quite slow here, 80 knots. Okay, bring that up a bit, Matthew. Sydney approach, helicopter, Hotel Tango Alpha, 3 nautical miles southwest of Point Gibbon. Inbound for the Wander 5 inbound for Sydney International, Hotel 1 helipad.
Sydney approach, good afternoon, Channel 7301, attaining max speed to the field, setting to flight level 170 for 1000.
Okay, did they not hear me or what?
7301 approach, descend via star 6000, runway 16 right, expect ILS approach.
Descend by the star 6000, expect ILS approach, runway 16 right, Channel 7301.
Might be that I did button 4. Yeah, that was right. So it looks like we've got the right controller here. Be a bit embarrassing if this wasn't working. Sydney approach, helicopter, Hotel Tango Alpha.
North Station calling unreadable.
Sydney approach, helicopter, Hotel Tango Alpha.
Tango Alpha approach. Contact Sydney departures 1297.
Departures on 1297, Hotel Tango Alpha. Okay, I realised what the problem was. 1297, wasn't it? So let's just transfer that. 1297, 1297. Why did you want me on departures? Transfer. Oh, there we go. Sydney departures, helicopter, Hotel Tango Alpha. That is such a mouthful.
Hotel Tango Alpha departures. Hello.
Hello, we are overhead Point Gibbon, 1,500 feet for the Wanda 5 inbound for landing Sydney International Helipad, Hotel 1.
Hotel Tango Alpha, stand by.
All the
Can't find your strip just at the moment.
I didn't quite get the last part. What did he say there at the end? Oh, he hasn't got a strip for me. Right. Does that mean I haven't filed?
Hotel Tango Alpha, squawk 6344.
Squawk 6334, Hotel Tango Alpha. And how can I do that a bit more tightly than that? There we go. 6334. Okay, there we go. So you should contact me again in a sec. Now, I'm going to hold airspeed and I'm going to lower the collective and get down to about 1,000. I'm still
Hotel
VFR.
Tango Alpha, are you aware of the altitude and the handoff requirements and the holding point on that arrival?
So we've got the Brighton Novotel at 500 feet is the clearance limit on the 1 to 5 inbound for Hotel Tango Alpha.
Hotel Tango Alpha, you cleared the 1 to 5 inbound.
Clear the 1 to 5 inbound, Hotel Tango Alpha. Okay, so that was the controller of this being very diligent and making sure that I knew what I was doing. I mean, you'd be forgiven for thinking that I didn't. I mean, you really would. So there's Doll's Point directly ahead. And the hotel, sorry, the Brighton Novotel's over here somewhere. And we need to be there at 500 feet. And so I'm descending now 1,000 feet. I've done that by holding the altitude. Sorry, by holding the airspeed with the SAS. And now just letting the altitude come off. I don't want that to go down too fast. So the reason my transmission didn't work was I didn't have my headset microphone down. It was muted. Thank you, Owen, for just...
Hotel Tango Alpha, contact the tower 120.5, see you.
Tower on 120.5 for Hotel Tango Alpha, thanks. Okay, so 1205, which I very smartly left in here. There we go. Okay, tower. Sydney Tower, hello, helicopter, Hotel Tango Alpha, Wanda Beach, 800 feet on the 1 to 5 inbound for landing helipad Hotel 1.
Hotel Tango Alpha, Sydney Target A, welcome aboard. Report on the ground.
Report on the ground, Hotel Tango Alpha. I assume that means I am cleared to cross the runways for Hotel Tango Alpha.
Hotel Tango Alpha, excellent. Cleared to cross 3-4 left and no traffic departing.
Cleared to cross the 3-4 runways and no traffic. I got that for Hotel Tango Alpha. Thanks. Okay, well that was very easy. That is
Station, Sydney Terminal Formation, Charlie's now current. Changes, wind 150 degrees, 11 knots. All stations, Charlie Alpha. Charlie's current.
Okay.
New Zealand 436, contact departures. Good afternoon. One is 475, runway 16 left, line up.
Okay, so the controller's got me. That's very interesting. So the controller must assume that this departure's ahead of me then. That's a little bit confusing. All right, well, we'll find out what happens. So I'm going to ask the SAS to level me off at 500 feet. And once we're down at Sydney, what I will do is we will pretend to unload. And we will get ourselves a clearance for a harbour, a Sydney Harbour scenic. So that'll be fun. So there we are, 600 feet, 500 feet. So that's fine, that's close enough. 550 feet. Right, just bring this heading around. We're not supposed to fly over the built-up area here. What's our speed? 90 knots. That's fine. Remember, we've got a southerly that's coming kind of from behind me. So I'll need to get just to the north of the Hotel 1 helipad, and then I talk to the controller again. That's what we're going to do. And dead right, that is the PMS 50 GTN 750. This is the free version of it. Sorry, I didn't quite get to your messages there. That all got very busy very fast. So here's the hotel. Now, this is what we... If we were only cleared here and we weren't cleared to cross the runways, we would hold here at 500 feet. And so that's the procedure, the 1 to 5 inbound procedure. The clearance limit is pretty much right where we are right now, because we are... There are the runway, the north-south runways here.
485 VU, still with me?
That's not me. There's the north-south runways. The helipad's over here somewhere, just where I'm circling there. 550 feet. SAS is just oscillating it a little bit at the moment. So we've got a jet airliner lined up on the runway, and I was cleared to cross, so I'm going to cross. Where's that plane going? There's the landing light, which I forgot. Okay, as usual. So that airliner has to wait for me to get over the runways here. It's exciting. Isn't this cool? Don't you like this? Flying over the Sydney International. There's the helipad down there, I think. So let's just actually cancel our SAS right now. Well, we'll cancel the heading and altitude holds, and I will lower the collective, and I will just come down this side of the runway here. Oh, now that looks like... Oh, the SAS is fighting me. Right, okay. SAS is fighting me there a bit. I might have to take SAS off if it keeps doing that. Notice that I'm trying to pull right, but it really wants to go left.
Cathay 2319, traffic, the helicopter just crossing over the centre line now, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
That's me. There we go. Thank you, Cathay, for waiting. So, I want to look at the jet, but actually what I really should concentrate on is landing this helicopter. Yeah, that SAS is really oscillating, isn't it? So I'm going to have to cancel that because I don't like it doing that. So SAS needs to go off. I think it might just not be performing very well in these conditions. What's our heading here? That's wrong. 3-3. Okay, so there's our Hotel 1 helipad. And now I'm getting southwest into the wind. Don't know what's happened to my head tracking. Is that working now? It is working now. Okay. Let's try and get down here and we'll call tower. Concentrating on just getting these last few feet down here. Oh, that was a bit fast there. There we go. Oh.
475.
Yeah, the wind doesn't make it any easier. Let's reset that trim. That trim was just being a bit annoying. Oh, there goes that Cathay jet.
Cathay 2319, contact departures. Good afternoon.
Why is my head tracking being a bit weird? Okay. Okay.
Emirates 409 heavy, runway 16 right line up. Emirates 509 tower.
Just wait for these transmissions to finish here so I can call in again. I'm just going to taxi over here to Hotel 4.
509, just confirm, runway 16 right line up. Emirates 509 F. Actually, Emirates 509, hold short of runway 16 right.
So we'll just wait for the controller to deal with the situation, and then we'll get over to Hotel 4 down there.
475, contact departures, good night. And was that China Southern 301?
AFM sir, China Southern 301.
This is always like this in Sydney on a Monday night.
China Southern 301, Sydney target A, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, China Southern 301.
Good work.
City Tower J, Jet Start 22 on Bravo 10, ready.
Sorry, 22 Sydney target A, runway 16 left, line up.
16 left, line up, Jet Start 22.
Tower, Hotel Tango Alpha on the helipad, Hotel 1, and for taxiing to Hotel 4.
Hotel Tango Alpha, taxi to Hotel 4, have a good night.
Taxi Hotel 4, Hotel Tango Alpha. We'll call you soon for a Sydney Harbour scenic.
Hotel Tango Alpha, thanks.
All right, there you go. So let's just lift up here again. This will be fun with the wind. Ooh. Okay, not terrible, I suppose. Let's just see what it's like. I find with heavy winds, you might want to hover taxi a little bit higher than usual. I'm sorry if that's not official practice. Erwin can tell us.
Jetstar 822, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, Jet Start 22.
Here's the Hotel 2 pad. It's a smaller pad. So you can use that, I suppose, when someone else is sitting on Hotel 1. Now, can we just get ourselves a little bit more into the right there? Look at this sunset scene here. Here's Hotel 4 coming up on our left before what I assume to be an EC-135 down there. Well, that's Hotel 5 actually, so I asked for the wrong pad, whatever. Too late now. Let's get on to Hotel 5. Into the wind. Whoa, there. The wind does make it just a little bit more challenging, it really does. Just a little bit suspicious about these oscillations. I mean, ultimately it's me who's doing it, but a little bit suspicious about that. Alright, so let's get down onto the pad. There we go. And how did I do? I'd say you'd have to say that I nailed that. Maybe I could have been left a bit there. Look at this gorgeous light. Look at this gorgeous light. How glorious is that? Okay, let's just get these this engine down to idle. So lowering the throttle and the rotor will come down. We will mute that horn like that. And what do you think about that, people? That was a fun approach. I was surprised I got cleared right across. I would have thought that with that amount of traffic, they would have held me at the Brighton Novotel. So that was pretty fast getting through there.
Station reach you about a 1.
Okay, so yes, let's have a look around. Oh, sunsets over in the west. That's lovely. Don't really need the input viewer now, do I, Matthew? So let's get rid of that. So,
5 Mike Tango Sydney Tango. MS509 heavy runway 16 right to line up.
should we do some plane spotting? That's fun.
Sydney Tower, China Southern 301, just hit that crossing 787 at Gulf.
Oh, look at this
Negative,
light.
he never got cleared at all, so I'm going to have a good chat to ground.
Oh, there's your China Southern taking off now. Or is it landing, sorry. China Southern, yeah, I've got FSLTL aircraft in, the 787, that's nice.
And Tower, China Southern.
Who's this? These are the departures going off 16 left. Jetstar A321, it looks like. And is that a 320 or a 321? 321, sorry. The first one was obvious, but the second one wasn't. Alright, so 2 of them going there. I like doing a bit of virtual plane spotting. Who else is around? Thanks, Andrew.
You can contact her on 121.7. Good afternoon.
Oh, I wasn't too thrilled with the wobbly SAS there. I mean, you know, I take responsibility, of course. I don't know. Why was it oscillating so much even when I had SAS off? I'm not sure. You just have a very small suspicion that SAS is on even when it's off. Right, there's the version terminal with some 737s lined up. Who have we got over here today? Oh, it's a new Qantas A321 NX, I think, yeah. Oh, look at that gorgeous Singapore A350. God, they look good. Such a good colour scheme, that one. Qantas, yeah. Oh, one of my favourites, A330. It's always fun when you get an A330 going Sydney-Melbourne. Very comfortable. Now, is that static scenery, or is that someone actually flying an A380 today? Oh, that's static, I think. Yeah. Over at the Qantas area over here. It's fun, isn't it? I like doing a bit of virtual plane spotting. Here's the airport. It's pretty good flying around here. This is the Fly Tampa scenery.
Yeah.
Which I'm very disappointed they never have updated the helicopter area. So our approach was like this. We came down to Hotel 1. Into the wind about there.
Just a 159, apologies.
Hotel 2.
Runway 16 last line up.
I asked for Hotel 4, but instead I took Hotel 5 because I'm incompetent. Also, I left the landing light on.
Emirates 509,
Might
runway
get back on
16
board.
right, line up.
And there we go there. So I think what I need now is clearance delivery. So we'll just get clearance delivery ready on the radio. And the frequency for that is 13380. 13380, because we'll need to call for a new...
Susan Tower, 2295.
There we go. Alright, so we'll get the clearance over there. And I'll just get my new flight plan in. This is going to be invisible to you, but I will just do it in another screen here. Would I like to edit my existing flight plan? Sure. So, Hotel Tango Alpha, VFR, our type is Bravo 06, that's correct. Our departure is going to be YSSY. Off block, what's the UTC time? Now, UTC now is... We'll make it for about 50 minutes from now. We'll make it 8:10. 08:10. 08:10. Altitude will be only 1,000. I'll just better double check that inside Navigraph. Sorry for going off mic there. I've just got a computer that's just shut down. I use two computers. Just got a tablet over on my right here so that I can look at chat and charts and stuff. But now it's logged me out. That's great. Love that. Now, what altitude do I want for our scenic here? I know for sure that we're going to be using the Victor air route up here along the coast. That's only going to be 500 feet. Yeah, you can see we're in controlled airspace ground to 2,500. That's only 500 feet there. And then we'll just go around the head, Sydney Heads, and we'll come into the Harbour Bridge. So we'll have a glorious sunset view of Sydney Harbour here. We'll do a couple of orbits here. And then we'll come in on the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound. So I'll just brief the Maroubra. It's actually Maroubra that I want. I sort of skipped a couple of steps there. The Maroubra 5 outbound. If you want to get details of these, I don't think I'm allowed to reproduce it, so I'm not putting it up on screen. I'm just going to go YSSY FAC, so the Sydney FAC. And you just look for the outbounds. Outbound, okay, so that's not the outbound. Outbound. So I want the Maroubra 5 outbound. Okay, so track via Southern Cross Drive and North Wentworth Avenue to East Gardens Shopping Centre. Oh, altitude 1,000 feet, that's what I need. So 1,000 feet. I'm putting this into the flight plan. You can't see this, but that doesn't matter. It's just 1,000 feet in there. Airspeed can be, I'll just put 110. Arrival back in Sydney. En route time, we'll put 30 minutes for our scenic flight. Fuel endurance. How's our fuel coming along? We're still 6/8 full. That's good. And so what will I do then? I will just change the route details to YSSY, Sydney. And in the remarks, I will put VFR, Sydney Harbour Scenic, and I'll put Maroubra 5 outbound and Harbour Bridge 5 inbound. Okay, so I'll just double check the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound, and inbound for arrival, yes. South pylon of the Harbour Bridge to Darling Harbour. So so we're out here, past the shopping centre, down the main road, past the shopping centre, Maroubra, then we'll go up this. We only maintain 500 feet only up here, so it's quite dramatically low. We'll come around the heads, get to the Harbour Bridge. We'll do a couple of orbits here and admire the scenery. So the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound then was the south pylon of the Harbour Bridge. Darling Harbour was the next one. And now what was next after that? Harbour Bridge 5 inbound. the railway line to Redfern railway station. So that's there, Redfern. And what comes after that? Keep losing my place. That's the outbound. Thence Erskineville Oval, 1,000 feet. Thence direct to the Stamford on descent to 500 feet. Okay, Erskine Oval, 1,000 feet. And the Stamford Hotel here, we want 500 feet. So we maintain 1,000 here, so it'll be 500 over here. We can come up to 1,000 in here, do our little orbit over here, and we'll be up to 1,000 again. So I'm going to be probably using a combination of alt hold and airspeed hold for this, and then we'll be all good. So it's the Maroubra 5 outbound. Okay, so what am I asking? Have I filed that flight plan yet? I'll just go back over here. I've read all that out to you. So VFR, Sydney Harbour Scenic, Maroubra 5 outbound, Harbour Bridge 5 inbound. So that's all correct. Make sure I've got VFR selected. I have. File flight plan. That is in. Whew, it's hard work, isn't it? All this flying with other people on the network business. What are you saying on chat, Andrew? Oh, you really like the Cowan helis in 2024 without SAS on. Oh, without SAS on. Particularly the R22, which I have not tried yet, and the EC130 or the H130. Nice to have it there, but I don't think I'll use it much. It's so great on a stream, Andrew, because it's just much easier for me to handle stuff and talk to you and look at the navigation. You know, there's a lot going on, isn't there? So forgive me if I'm ever distracted, but yeah, the SAS is great for this kind of application. But I'm definitely not going to use it when we pick up. I'm going to do it all manual until we get flying along the on our Maroubra 5 departure. Now, I've not really been paying attention to frequency. There is someone talking there on delivery. Now, I don't mean any offense to anyone, but there's a high chance that delivery controllers might not be too familiar with the helicopter. What's the word I'm trying to use? The helicopter procedures. Jigmay, sorry if I don't know how to say your name correctly. Do I have any add-ons? Yes, I've got the Fly Tampa Sydney, and I've got the Orbex Sydney landmarks, which you'll see soon. This control is really soft. Audio, just turn this up a bit. So they're just doing the last clearance. I'll try and get in on the next one. Coordinator for push. Okay. That won't apply to us. Alright, can we get in? Sydney delivery, hello, helicopter, Hotel Tango Alpha.
Hotel Tango Alpha, go ahead.
We have filed a VFR departure, a Maroubra 5 outbound for a Sydney Harbour Scenic and a Harbour Bridge 5 inbound.
Hotel Tango Alpha, I don't have your flight plan unfortunately, could you refile for me?
I'll refile Hotel Tango Alpha. Okay, let's find out what happened there. I really thought I'd done that. File flight plan. Flight plan filed. I really thought I'd done that. Delivery Hotel Tango Alpha, just refiled for you.
Hotel Tango Alpha, just disconnect and reconnect for me for it to come up.
Wilco, Hotel Tango Alpha. That's not a problem, won't affect the stream, so I'm just going to disconnect on the VPilot and go back in there. Hotel Tango Alpha, and that's back in there. We'll take mode C off, that was wrong. And I will file that flight plan one more time. Okay. Call sign in use. Of course it's in use, it's mine.
Passing 4742, clear to Melbourne, via Wollongong, 500.
Oh, Jace, you can't get the llama working. I might be beyond my capacity to give you technical support on that right now. Wonder what could be wrong with it. So the vPilot web form is currently telling me that someone else is using my call sign, and that someone else obviously is me. So we'll try and find out what's going on there.
Bye-bye.
Delivery Hotel Tango Alpha. How's that flight plan for you now?
Hotel Tango Alpha, clearance available.
Ready to copy, Hotel Tango Alpha.
Hotel Tango Alpha, you're cleared the Maroubra 5 outbound, score 3401, departures 129.7.
129.7. So, Hotel Tango Alpha is cleared the Maroubra 5 outbound with departures 129.7.
Hotel Tango Alpha.
And delivery, would you think that I'm contacting Tower at this point?
Affirmative, Hotel Tango Alpha, connecting Tower 120.5, bye-bye.
1205 for Tower. Hotel Tango Alpha, thanks. Alright, so let's just get those frequencies ready down here. So 1205 is correct, that's our tower frequency, and 129.7 is our departure frequency, so we'll get that in as well. So those are ready over there.
Sydney Tower, good evening. Qantas 435, holding point Foxtrot for runway 16 right, ready for takeoff.
Now,
435, Sydney Tower, good day.
what did I do with...
Sydney Tower, Answer 9119 Alpha 1.
That was all pretty clear out there.
9119, Sydney Tower, good day.
Going to bring out...
524, runway 16 right, clear land.
Collective is all the way down. I'm going to bring up the throttle now.
Sapphire 24.
Aussie 121, contact departures, good night.
997 0 time, thanks, bye-bye.
Cheers, mate.
Now, if those transmissions are louder, I'm going to put them back down again, down to here. Okay, all right. So I've just turned them down in VPilot. That last controller was a bit softer than this one. Be nice if VPilot smoothed it out a bit. All right. Oh, there we go. A bit of a surge there. The governor's got it, obviously. Wish that was a little bit smoother, but there we go. So we'll get everything to stabilise here, and we'll call tower, and we'll call ready to go on our Maroubra 5 outbound. A reminder, we are... Well, that's going to be wrong now. I better not look at that. We are going to go basically east out there to Maroubra. And I can depart here from... So what we can do... Oh, that's slew. That's wrong. What we can do is we can depart direct from here. I can taxi all the way out to Hotel 1 again, or I could just depart from the spot here, because there's no one else around. So, alright, I'll just check that that is correct.
All stations, Sydney, Terminal Formation, Foxtrot, now current changes, wind 140 degrees, 11 knots, cloud overcast,
it's come down a bit.
3,600, all stations, Foxtrot, current Sydney.
Foxtrot, okay. Tower, hello again. Hotel Tango Alpha, helicopter Hotel Tango Alpha with Foxtrot. And we are on Hotel 5 for a Maroubra 5 outbound departure to the east.
Hotel Tango Alpha, do you require transit to Hotel 1?
We can take off from the helicopter area, Hotel Tango Alpha.
Hotel Tango Alpha, roger, stand by.
Standing by.
Yes, 524, welcome Sydney, left one able, ground 121.7.
Let's get the landing light on.
Left one able, ground 1217, 524.
All these conditions are going to be nice.
9119, runway 16 right, line up.
So I'm not going to be conflicting with any traffic over here. I'm going to be just heading out to the east, so they could probably get me going anytime. Here
Hotel
it comes.
Tango Alpha, just confirm that was the Maroubra outbound.
Maroubra 5 outbound for Hotel Tango Alpha.
Hotel Tango Alpha, that actually works a lot more easier for me.
Yep,
Cleared
so.
the Maroubra 5 outbound departure, report able.
Clear the Maroubra 5 and Wilco Hotel Tango Alpha. Okay, that's very easy. So I can just do this in my own time. So I just need to go Southern Cross Drive, the shopping centre, and then out to Maroubra Beach, and then we'll be down to 500 feet. So climbing 1,000 initially, then down to 500. But we do need to contact tower, and then we'll need to contact departures. So there's still going to be quite a lot happening. So stay tuned. Right, so let's get this head tracking on. Let's get this head tracking on. Come on, what the button is really misbehaving for me at the moment? Why does that not go straight away. Right, so we're going over that way. So let's start to lift. We've got SAS off. Good. We might get a new squawk as well, so we'll just be aware of that. So I don't think I need aft cyclic this time. I think it's going to be... I'm almost getting effective translational lift from the front. So yes, I need a little bit of forward. Oh dear. That's very wobbly still. I'll just back up here a bit before I turn around. So, yeah. Probably makes a lot of sense just to be a little bit higher when you're in stronger wind. Okay, and then I can just take off straight down there. I don't need to taxi over to Hotel 1. So, here we go. Down we go. Down we go. Oh, a little bit of frame rate dragging there.
9119, runway 16 right to clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 right, 9119.
Top of the green talk band there. Tower Hotel Tango Alpha, airborne on the Maroubra 5.
That's a Tango Alpha, contact departures, good day.
Departures 12907, Hotel Tango Alpha, thanks.
Thank you, see you soon.
Alright, very friendly.
Central 125.0, thanks for your help.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So we need to get up to 1,000 feet down here. Not as stable as I'd love, but we'll get the head dragging off now. Is that Maroubra now that we've got them hit in front of us there? Oh, it's not on that chart. Why don't I try this one?
5 Mike Tango, track direct to Wollongong. Flight level 270.
That's perfect. So we're straight, Maroubra straight ahead, or is it the one just to the left? That's the shopping centre there, isn't it? Okay. Hello. Is it Eastland or something? Yeah, anyway. Sorry if I'm not intimately familiar with all the Sydney shopping centres. Maroubra 5, direct ahead. Or Maroubra Beach, sorry. There we go. So, so we've climbed up to 1,000 feet, but I'm going to need to get down... Oh, I haven't called departures.
Sliding 230, actually.
Haven't actually called departures. Sydney departures, helicopter Hotel Tango Alpha, Maroubra Beach, 850 feet on the Maroubra 5 outbound.
Hotel Tango Alpha identified.
Nice.
Sydney departure, Lufthansa.
There's Maroubra.
119, 1,745.
Oh, Andrew, that is great tips there for Jace. Thank you for that.
9119 identified. Flying by the tip flight level 280.
So I'm at 1,000 feet, but I actually need to be at 500 for this, because we pass under one of the approaches for the east-west runway. Not that they're using it tonight, but we need to be at 500 feet for this leg up here as we go up the coast. Past Bondi Beach and all the other beautiful beaches of Sydney. Oh, I love this light.
Tango, contact center 125.0, see ya.
Ooh, bit of a drag there in the frames.
Mike Charlie Papa, turn right further 10 degrees.
Turn right further 10 degrees, Mike, please.
So I'm just going to try and let's get SAS on now. I think we're okay. I think we'd be okay to have SAS on at this point. So going in a bit fast there. 600 feet. We'll just level off at 500 feet. That's on our Victor 1 heading north. Is it Victor 1 heading north? Forgotten. Alt.
Mike Charlie Papa, contact center 125.0, see ya.
So that'll now hold 500 feet for me.
Center 125.0, Mike Charlie Papa. Yeah.
Where's my heading bug? Oh, it's pretty much in the right direction. And we'll just turn heading on at this point. No, heading, not nav. Get nav off. Thank you. That was wrong. So we scoot up here at high speed. Well, not really high speed. At gentle speed at 500 feet only. That's the little airway along here. Yeah, good advice. And
Aussie 171 left heading 1.
you're dead right, Andrew. It's a check box on the clipboard in all the Taugs hangar aircraft, helicopters. You can clear all damage or fix all damage. So we're VFR on this route, right? I don't need to ask for directions on what to do or where to go.
5 scanned,
Sydney departures. G'day, just a fraction busy at the moment. I'll get back to you very shortly.
Beautiful stuff. Look at these beaches. How lovely.
121, contact header 125.0.
350, 121, thanks, Al. Bye-bye.
Bondi Beach. Oh, wrong switch.
Emirates 509, contact centre 130.9.
So we'll turn up there. Oh, what are we doing here? I must have been leaning on something. So the helicopter has turned in a place I did not want it to turn. Heading has come off.
Hotel Tango Alpha, what's your intention?
Departures, we are tracking north to the Sydney Harbour heads, and we will do a Sydney Harbour scenic, and we will call soon for a Harbour Bridge 5 inbound.
Hotel Tango Alpha, thanks, understood.
So it's kind of a disaster because my SAS came off when I was too busy enjoying the view, and now I'm too low. Oh, I see what's happened. I actually know why it came off. I had the collective too low, and the speed bled away. So SAS only works at 44 knots or above, so let's just fix that problem now. Roger, that has been fixed. So we will ask for alt and heading one more time. And then I will let go again, and this time I won't let it get so slow. Classic streaming mistake, that one. Classic streaming mistake. Hilarious. Love a classic streaming mistake when it's me who's perpetrating it. Sydney Harbour heads. Here we go. Beautiful stuff.
Scan 200, sorry for the delay there. Go ahead.
His controllers are always busy on a Monday night. Always very busy.
Scan 200. Thanks. Just finding your flight plan now.
Okay, so we've got 500 feet and we're going way too fast. Now I'll just lower that collective slightly whilst we hold 500. Bringing the heading bug around now with a knob on my throttle control. You can see that coming around here.
And 5 scan 200. Just for my information, is that I see you've got waypoints in there. Have you got is that to the west or the east?
Yeah, the line scanned the first two.
So let's climb up here.
The one out near Route 1 is,
So just to say, your initial departure is to the west?
negative to the north, sorry.
5 scan 200, standby. Thanks.
So let's hold the speed and we'll pull more collective, get right to the top of, well, we won't get all the way to the top of the yellow band. There we go, now we're climbing up over the terrain. Very good. I'm going the wrong way, so let's instead get down here. Oh well. On my way to Manly going over that way. That must be, is that Chatwood over there, is it? Okay, right. Sorry, I was just a little bit busy with other stuff there. Let's get over here. Better.
382 Melbourne, Sydney departures identified. 5,000.
Got some landing lights on over there. Alright, so I think I finally fixed that, and we're almost at 1,000 feet. I will take it back to alt. So now the speed will pick up. I'll just lower the collective slightly. I'll go manual, and we'll just do a little orbit inside here. We'll just admire the
identified
Harbour Bridge and the Opera House.
Climb 110,
Buzzing the neighbourhoods. Here we go.
Singapore 388, report your altitude passing.
That's gorgeous, isn't it? Come on, look at that scenery. Isn't that lovely?
Singapore 388, identified.
What a world. Imagine this. We never imagined this 10, 15, 20 years ago. It was beyond our imagining that the flight simulation would be this good. This is so great. So great. Now, do I want to... I should have it on my right, so... Okay, we're at 1,000 feet. Lowering the collective, we're getting quite fast again. So we'll keep SAS on, and we'll take heading and alt. Whoa, off. I wasn't supposed to do that. Actually, do you know what? I should leave alt on. That would be much smarter. Alt on. So we'll be holding 900 feet or something. And we'll just go and enjoy the view here. In the Orbex Sydney scenery, the Queen Mary 2 is always in port. There's your harbour bridge. Look at that. Ooh, it's a little bit awkward with SAS on, and we're losing speed, so I'm going to increase the collective. There we go, I've caught it at about 60 knots. That wasn't great. Not great piloting. And the SAS is just oscillating around on me a little bit. Not ideal.
5 scan 200, squawk 3775.
We'll do a couple of orbits here, and then we'll request the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound.
Equipped to Sydney to Richmond via your planned route. Depart at your discretion on climb flight level 120, report airport.
Let's get the... There we go. Oh, it's just lovely. Woolloomooloo. Oh, and I've got... Look at those lights, the navigation lights on the water. That's from... There they go. That's from Mamu Designs Marinas add-on that I've got.
9119, contact Federal 125. Thanks, bye-bye.
Let's be nice to the passengers on the other side of the machine. We'll just come around here, then we'll turn left into another orbit. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the SAS is just quite touchy. Yeah, those oscillations are all the SAS. I sort of wanted the SAS so that I could just have it hold the altitude and I could just enjoy the scenery. Opera House in Sydney CBD. Sydney Botanic Gardens, just gorgeous. Oh, I'm so glad we made very good time for this. Just at the ideal time, I feel. Hit me with your helicopter questions, your helicopter scenarios, your helicopter issues. Hopefully we'll get Jace sorted out in his Taugs Llama. Oh, that's just lovely. Just lovely. Okay, let's get the head tracking back on. Now, I feel the frequency's gone very quiet. Okay, so the call's going to be Harbour Bridge at 800 feet for the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound. Okay. Departures, helicopter, Hotel Tango Alpha, Sydney Harbour Bridge, 800 feet for the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound, landing helipad Hotel 1.
Hotel Tango Alpha, you're cleared the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound, and contact the tower at Erskineville Oval.
Tower at Erskineville Oval, Hotel Tango Alpha. So that is one of our reporting points.
Qantas 435, contact center 125.0, bye-bye.
Center 25 nothing for Qantas 435 unit.
Barangaroo and Darling Harbour beneath us. Oh, this scenery, it's just, it never ceases to amaze me. It's just, oh, I should stop going on about it, shouldn't I? Anyway. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should keep going on about it. Because that looks just so great. Now, where's Central and where's the railway line? It's a little bit hard to see at this time of day.
200 identified. Climb.
Okay, I see it now.
Level
so there are the platforms down there. I feel there's a lot of trim fighting me at the moment. Yes, look at that. Whoa. It's because I'm pushing down on the stick and it is fighting me. I should have just been... Yeah, there we go. The stability augmentation is not very stable tonight, and it's just because I just don't quite have the feel of it today.
742
I feel.
identified, flying via the SID flight level 280.
So now we go Redfern, and then we turn left to go Erskineville Oval. That will be at 1,000 feet, although I'm doing it a bit less. I'm getting so annoyed with the SAS that I'm about to turn it off. Oh, Jace, you're going to watch my review of the llama, are you? Thank you. Yeah, that was a fun one to make. So there's the airport. Erskineville Oval's kind of dead ahead there, and we're going to click over to Tower when we're overhead Erskineville Oval, and I'm getting really, really fed up with this with this SAS. Off you go. Right, I've got it, and I'm going to like cancel out that trim just so that I can really feel it. Wow, that is not great.
Rex 382.
Now that I turn that off, it's going to be much smoother.
Yep. And there are enough capable, so let's look for Rex 382.
Rex 382, your start clearance is the Ekipu 2 arrival, runway 12. Maintain flight level 1.
There we go. Just clicked over to Tower. Tower, Helicopter, Hotel, Tango Alpha. Hello again. Erskineville Oval, 750 feet on the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound for landing Hotel 1 helipad.
Hotel Tango Alpha, Sydney Target A. Sorry, say again. I just had another call.
Oh, sorry, I hope I didn't step on someone. Erskineville Oval, 600 feet now, and tracking the Stamford Hotel on the Harbour Bridge 5 inbound for landing Hotel 1 helipad.
Hotel Tango Alpha, lead the Harbour 5 inbound. Report on the ground.
Wilco, and just confirming I'm cleared to cross the east-west runway.
Hotel Tango Alpha, I'm cleared to cross different.
Hotel Tango Alpha, thanks. I always check. Always check. So there we go. So I'm at 500 feet. If we weren't cleared, the red neon lights here, we would be staying, we'd be holding there at 500 feet. So that's the runway we're crossing, just running left to right in front of me right now. And that's 16 left over with all the bright lights just in front of me over there. No danger there at the moment. No one's coming or going right now. Do you know what? As soon as I'm going to park again, I'm going to go... oh, McDonald's. I'd never noticed that before. We'll go and do some plane spotting again. Well, this is actually better with SAS off at the moment. Why was that so wonky today? I just feel it was not doing what I wanted it to do.
SFR 26, Sydney Target A.
Here's Hotel 1, right in front. No worries. We're all good there. Get that head tracking back on. That's in the wrong place. Okay, that's better.
FedEx 169 on runway 16 right, clear to take off. All stations, controller change in progress.
Ooh, controller change. So we'll sit down carefully here. Oof, all right, breathe. All right. So, what's on the chat? Okay. It's nice, isn't it? I like that approach. I didn't much enjoy all that SAS bobbing around. Maybe it's just the wind, or maybe I was just not focused enough on it. Willing to believe both of those things. So, we'll wait for this new controller to get on. There's the landing light off. And the taxi light is... Oh, it's that other light out the back, isn't it? So...
Sydney Tower, 416.
416, Sydney Tower.
Just having issues with the adult scenery. We're not going to be able to cross Charlie onto Bravo Town.
My PC specs, Owen, are in the channel description. Is it a 7700
526 from my 16 right, clear.
AMD CPU and a 7900 XT
FedEx 169, contact.
GPU?
Departure.
So not exactly top of the line. I've just noticed a little bit of frame rate degradation today. Alright, so I think we're clear here. Tower, helicopter Hotel Tango Alpha on Hotel 1 for taxiing Hotel 5.
Hotel Tango Alpha Tower, hello, just said you want to reposition.
Reposition Hotel 5, Hotel Tango Alpha.
Hotel Tango Alpha reposition.
Hotel Tango Alpha. I suppose I should have read that back.
Station calling on me the ground frequency. Call me on 120 845, please.
Alright, so still a little bit of breeze about. Let's get around here. Look, it's not that bad, is it? I mean, I was just saying it's not smooth. It's smooth enough.
Emirates 378, taxi only point Alpha 1, runway 16 right.
This is really smooth right now.
On frequency 120 845.
So we'll get around to Hotel 5. Or did I ask for Hotel 4? No one else is here, so it's all fine. I asked for Hotel 5, didn't I? That's 4.
Foxtrot 159, tower, hello, pushback is approved.
I'm pretty confident in thinking that the controller does not care which of these two parking spots I use here. So we'll go Hotel 5. If I were working here, obviously I would know which one I wanted. Hotel 5. Let's see how nicely we can get down on there. Whoa. Just a little... Okay, that was not very nice. The first one was better, wasn't it? Let's come back over here a bit, get in line with that door.
Tower, good day, Emirates 378, ready at Alpha 1.
Emirates 378, thanks. Line up runway 16 right.
Line up 16 right, Emirates.
Well, the final result was good, but it was didn't look that great. So let's get those external lights off. We're all good there. Yes, we are. And let's get that engine down. We don't need that horn, that's for sure. Let's get rid of that. So, Jace, you found the 206 does roll a lot, huh? Interesting. Interesting. When you're struggling with your MSFS, takes forever to load in scenery or doesn't load at all. Oh. Feel it's my internet, but I'm limited with my internet. Oh, okay. I mean, I find this... I'm only on like 100 megabit connection, but it's fantastic. I mean, I've never had any issues with streaming. I really haven't. I think it's just such a great system. Much prefer the MSFS 2024 system. I think...
North moving on standards, but that is also fine.
We can get rid of... Oh, no, I don't want to get rid of VATSIM because I want to go and have a look at the... do some plane spotting.
Oh, you want me to turn around to Bravo?
This is from the shutdown checklist.
Just 533.
Alright, so I don't know what they're talking about, but anyway. Collective is full down. Cyclic is centered. Throttle is rotated to idle, stop, and then idle at 64 NG RPM for 2 minutes. Okay, we'll just leave that going. It's a bit annoying how that has to scroll through so slowly.
Can you take in production golf?
And we'll go and do our plane spotting in a minute after I get the helicopter shut down.
Thanks, taxi golf and hold short of Charlie initially.
Taxi Golf, hold short Charlie initially. Picked Foxtrot 159, thanks.
That's all just part of the Fly Tampa Sydney scenery. And there's a 412 or something over here. There it is, just through the... Is that a 412? Yeah, 412, Bell 412.
Yeah, Lafayette 04 tower, g'day, pushback is progress.
Okay, we'll pretend that's been 2 minutes, and then we'll take this to idle release and take it all the way down to 0.
416 tower.
So the engine will die. So what
I'm afraid there's not much I can do for you.
Pitot heat off, and the anti-ice was already off. It's down here. Anti-icing is off.
Are you able to get me past runway 24 left?
Interesting that there's the avionics aren't on the checklist. So we're going to turn the avionics off. Then we're going to turn the generator off.
Yeah, I'll coordinate.
Gen off. Idle stop button. We've already done that. Have I done something wrong here? Hydraulic system, we'll get that off. That's not that, actually. It's down here.
528, so good day, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Throttle, close. I've done that in slightly the wrong order. Rotor brake, apply at 28 to 30.
378, contact departures.
Which we're past. I'm just happy to let that slow down by itself. It's got a little bit too much resistance in there, I feel. Erwin, you've read... Oh, okay, so... You've done a bit of Googling. Yeah, you're on 100 megabit, but it seems my connection downloads so slow from Microsoft servers in only MSFS. Read that sometimes you need to use a VPN to get decent speeds. I have not heard that. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just have not heard that before. That's pretty disappointing for you. I'm sorry you're having issues there.
Taxi.
Oh, look where my blade stopped. If I had just done the brake properly, I would have been able to have it all fore and aft. Anyway, bad piloting. Rotor brake. Done, sort of. Directional gyro. That's when I do that. Right, you go off. Fuel boost breakers are off. They don't actually come on when you come spawn in. Anti-cols are off. Position lights are off. Battery switch is... Oh, I'm going to leave it on, but just to enjoy the lights. Let's go plane spotting. Shall we open the doors for the people? No sound effects. There we go. Big doors.
Velocity 811, thanks. Taxi by Tango, leave and hold short of Bravo.
Oh, I just slewed there accidentally for a second. But there's our lovely Bell 206 from Cowan. Oh, it's good. Just don't know, I was a little bit annoyed with the SAS tonight, but it's generally served me very well. And it's good to stream with because I can just concentrate a bit more on talking and navigating. Oh wow, Erwin, you're quite highly spec there with your AMD 9900 X3D and a 5080. But you feel the stream is letting you down. Wow, that is curious. I've not come across that before. All right, what's going on here? Who's taking off at 16 left? Let's go and have a look.
Flight 1 the wind, currently 140 degrees 11.
Apparently no one down here, so no one's taking off at 16 left. Oh, is that someone coming back in? They had to taxi all the way down. That's a long way from the terminal. Who's that? Go and have a look. That's a good sound. Version 737, nice taxi in. Hello to you, whoever you are. Who else is out and about down here? Look down that runway, no one down there. What else is going on? Yeah, Erwin, you've got an impressive machine, so definitely a bit more advanced than what I've got. Just 320, very nice. Let's check my transponders off. It is off on here as well. I'll just double check that. It's on actually, so I've just turned it off in V-Pilot as well, just in case that was annoying anyone. Right, who's this down here? Oh yeah, it looks like a little Learjet, doesn't it? Who's flying that? They look quite funny now. They look, used to look so futuristic, those things. Alright, who else is here? Is that a 321 or a 320? 21. Oh, hello. Almost ran over that one. Oh, someone landing. No gear down. Well, your landing looked really nice. It's just that the simulator didn't draw your landing gear in there for me. Oh dear. Who's over at the International? Oh, frustrating for you, Owen. I'm sorry. Since finding your channel when I started flight training. Oh, that's special. Thank you for noticing that. I wanted to have the impierces that you have had in Sims. Is it frame rates? But it's been anything but. Ah, that is frustrating. I do not know what to advise. Maybe you could get on to the MSFS Discord, the official Discord, and get into the tech channel or one of the help channels and just talk about what the issue is. They'll want to see a screenshot of your frame rate counter with dev mode on, and that'll help them do a bit of diagnosis.
Lost the 811 contact, ground 121, that's
Oh, look at that. American 777. Lovely. That's awesome. The Super Tube. Oh, yeah. There's always going to be someone with a 380. There you go. Lovely. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 airliners on the horizon down there. I bet they wish they were in helicopters. That's almost certainly not true. I'm sure they're very happy to be in airliners. Helicopters are hard and fun. There's that static A380 again. You know, I really do like the look of the A330. I think it's a good looking aircraft. So, there you go. 738. Another A330. Okay, I mean, so what am I doing? I've got frame generation on, which generally works fine. I can see the little trails it leaves behind sometimes on fast-moving objects, but you know, it doesn't bother me too much.
1287 target, runway 16
you might consider bringing down your all your details. A lot of my details are on medium. I don't necessarily go to ultra by default. Still looks fantastic. No one over here. Everyone wants to fly the big iron. No one comes and flies in these little regional aprons down here. Oh, a bit of a drag there. So I was getting a few drags when I was approaching Sydney. That sometimes could be a VRAM thing. Ewan, I do not have a Discord channel yet. I'm still weighing out whether to go there or not. Oh, got it on high speed, everything moving around very fast right now. Why don't we just elevate here a bit so we can see? There we go. There's a wide shot with my helicopter in the foreground and aircraft landing in the background. How gorgeous. So, you know, I don't have a Discord channel yet. I'm still kind of undecided if I want to go there or not. Really sort of undecided on whether I'd want to have channel memberships and whether that's something that would be of value to me and to the audience. And, you know, if there were, maybe there'd be another layer inside the Discord server with, like, I don't know, voice chat during fly-alongs. Haven't done a fly-along tonight, but we'll do it again. I wanted to do a fly-along in Vancouver to Whistler. Do a bit of alpine flying. But the weather was no good yesterday, so I didn't end up doing it. So I've just done a little mini solo stream here in Sydney and Wollongong tonight, so it's been sort of fun. Yeah, I'm still sort of unsure whether I want to go to the Discord or not. I mean, do people want another Discord? There are so many Discords. Do people want one from me? Never sort of quite know the answer to that. I mean, once you've got a sizable enough audience, it seems that no matter what you do, there's still sufficient people who seem to want it. Like, for instance, I just published a video just yesterday on helicopter controls in MSFS 2024, and the whole time I'm plagued with thoughts of, oh, does anyone really need this? Is there enough here in the space already? But I guess there's been sufficient development, and as soon as I post it, there are people saying on YouTube, wow, your timing's perfect. This is exactly what I needed. I'm upgrading, and I really needed something like this. And someone else is saying, oh, can you just send me your control? I've got the same hardware as you. Can you send me your control settings? So it seems like there's always a demand, right? Once you've got a few followers, there's always sort of demand for whatever service you offer. Not looking to, ask for steep admission rates or something for an extra membership tier. And you don't need that with Discord anyway, of course. You could just have a very basic one. So I will think about it. Would you come along, Erwin, if I had a Discord channel? Oh, look at that. How lovely. Got simultaneous departure and arrival here. What a great view. Someone taxiing back up there as well. Yeah, people can chat about the videos. That'd be nice. Get a bit of buzz happening. Get along. Look at the back catalogue. Tell me what I could do better. Tell me what I'm missing. Everyone's always got ideas for something that I hadn't thought of before, so I always appreciate that. Got quite a few ideas banked for future live streams and future fly-alongs. I've got lots more to do in New Zealand, and because New Zealand, the scenery is so great. The default mesh, 1 meter, fantastic. The mesh quality in New Zealand is just spectacular. Anyway, so yeah, we could do some fly-alongs and talk about that. Yeah, and so the Discord would be good for that, wouldn't it? Like, it'd be good for just having that ongoing conversation. I do try and steer stuff towards YouTube, because I figure the more engagement there is in YouTube, the better the outcome it is for my videos on YouTube. But why not supplement it with something else that people can chat on anytime? Thanks for your support. I appreciate that, Erwin. All right, last call for questions, people. Anyone else been lurking in the chat for a while? I want to say hello or goodbye, or what's on your mind? What are you looking forward to? Where are you stuck? What do you wish you could do that you can't? Oh, hello, Eric in South Africa. Oh, welcome to you. That's great to hear from you. I've not taken the simulator to South Africa yet, which is ridiculous when you think about it. Imagine all the incredible scenery. Why didn't I do a live stream in South Africa? Why haven't I thought about that? Yeah, and you'd join for a fly-along. Fantastic. Usually, for Australian time, they're going to be on a Sunday morning. And that equates with Saturday night in Europe and Saturday afternoon in North America. So I pick up quite a few people there. Yeah, and we'll do some more fly-alongs. And South Africa would be all right. So that'd be... Oh, it'd be quite late in the evening for South Africa. Maybe I should be doing it at this time. Do a Monday evening one. Don't get much of an audience from North America at this time of day, though. Is there any problem? Well, Eric, you might need to drop me a note into the stream here. I think you can leave a comment afterwards, and you can tell me where you want us to fly in South Africa. We'll do a beautiful fly along. Mountains are always nice. Go from coast to mountains, or mountains to coast, or along a river. That's always fun. Oh, hello, Av Geek Fozzie. First time watching. You are so welcome. But unfortunately caught you at the end. Well, Fozzie, I'll tell you what, if you want to catch us on one of these, I don't do it every weekend. At the moment, it's about once every 2 or every 3 weekends on a Sunday morning. It's great for Australian and New Zealand flight simmers. So you can come along and we'll do a fly along if you want to join us on one of those. Just hop onto the multiplayer in MSFS. You can grab a helicopter and come for a fly. Go somewhere scenic, and we'll have me gushing about how awesome the scenery is the entire time. I'm just very easily impressed by the scenery, apparently. Always something to get excited about looking out here. Look at it. I mean, just the still shot here with all these planes coming and going. This is fantastic. Just the detail. Love looking at those hazy lights coming in there, the landing lights and the strobe lights coming through the clouds here. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, it might be cropped for you. You might not see it yet, but it will be coming up soon. Yeah, and look, even if we don't do a fly along, Irwin, at a time that suits you, you know, we'll do something. Might do the occasional Monday night. Anyone seen my dingo? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's the next helicopter you're all looking forward to? Oh, look at that departure up there. Way going up high. So high it's in the menu bar. Up there. Nice. What an excellent experience going flying in Sydney on a Monday night. Melbourne's an opportunity as well because the controllers will be down there as well. I have a close personal attachment with Melbourne. It's just maybe not quite as scenically beautiful as Sydney, but it's a great place to fly. Oh, FMJ, you've got the Miltech Chinook and you're loving that. That's good to hear. Nice activities built in as well. And Eric, yeah, anything Taug for you. Yeah, I'm not surprised. FMJ, you'd like Miltech to make a pave low. Just remind me of that type again. That's not a pave hawk, is it? What's a pave low? Oh, is that a like a CH-53, a Super Stallion? They're making a Super Stallion. That's public. Might be the marine one though. Yeah, anything Taug, Eric. So they've been looking at the Dauphin, obviously, the Dolphin, what's that, the AS365. So that is coming from Taugs. So a bit of twin engine retro helicopter action from Taugs. That's going to be exciting. Will that be their next helicopter, or will they sneak out another release before that one comes out? The Dauphin is going to be a very complex helicopter, like the CowanSim S76. It takes a long time to get all those systems in. It's a complex piece of software engineering, that is. So will they get another release in before that happens? There's all kinds of rumours going around about what Taugs might be working on. Do not know. If it is the Dauphin, I will be delighted. We have had recently the S76 from CowanSim, which I really like a lot. Flies really well. Very friendly machine to fly. So no matter what Taugs has got coming up next, it will be enjoyable. As Fozzie was saying, he just bought the Huey, going to fly it tomorrow. Oh yeah. Yeah, that Taug's Huey's a good one. It really is. I'd like to see them do a little bit more 2024 optimization with it, which is not to say it doesn't fly fine right now, it does. But we're always hungry to see further improvements there. Yes, and FMJ, that MH53, well, who knows? I don't know. I haven't looked at their roadmap recently or if they've published any updates, but I would think we would expect an MH53 within, I don't know, 6 months?
Tango Lima, hold short Charlie, just started.
So yeah, Fozzie, you're quite new to helicopters still, so you're not the best yet, but look, you know, it's just a matter of time. You just give yourself the time and the space, a bit of patience with yourself as you learn the helicopter skills. Just try some low stakes flying if you can. Just get yourself a Cabri. Just do some simple, without the wind, just do some simple navigating around some taxiways, hovers, set downs, practice your pickups, get everything nice and balanced. Easier said than done. Yeah, it's a lot of work. FMJ, you're flying the Huey from Taugs, the MH60, yes. And the Taugs 500, yeah, that's a good fleet that you got there for flying an MSFS 2024. If you ever get sick of the more complex machines, you just go back to that 500 for some seat of your pants, you know, craziness in that little machine. That's fun. Excellent add-on from Taugs, the 500C and OH6A Cayuse. Haven't put one of those on the stream for a while. I tend to gravitate towards something that I can do a bit of automated flight with, like the SAS-equipped 206, even though it was a bit wobbly today for some reason. This makes it easier to do the streams.
That's 952 target, runway 16 left, please.
God, there's just so much action going on at Sydney here. This is quite relaxing just watching all these planes coming and going. Great advice from Erwin, helicopter student. Slow, small inputs. Yeah, unlike what I was doing chasing the SAS before. Try to be 5 seconds in front of the helicopter. Think ahead. Yes, absolutely. You want to control the heli, don't let it control you. Sensible advice. Thank you. It's good to know that the videos are working well for you, FMJ. Really pleased about that. Really pleased about that. They're not going to stop. Well, as long as I'm still going, those videos will keep going. I really enjoy making them. I really enjoy the feeling of helping to elevate people's flight sim experience. Really enjoy the feeling of... Oh, what's that big iron coming in there? Is that a A330? Yeah. A bit low. Oh no, it's about right, isn't it? That's where the other ones are coming in. Oh god, that looks good. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, as long as I'll keep making the videos, it's really satisfying seeing people get, leave a video better off than what they started. I don't like sort of negativity or just sort of clickbaity kind of things. I'm trying to keep it really good quality content. It's always tempting to sort of dip into something that's going to get you bigger numbers, but I'd rather have a reputation for being someone who puts out quality content that helps elevate people and gives them more than what they had when they started. So I'm all about growing the community. I want to see more people into helicopter simming. It's so powerful in MSFS 2024. The low-level scenery is so good. There's no reason for us not to think that we could grow this community further, and I really hope to see that happen. Yeah, so Fozzie, real trouble spinning out. He sort of kind of got that down now. Good. Keep going, Fozzie. Keep going. Yeah, you got the Huey now. The Huey handles like a school bus, so that'll slow you down a bit. FMJ, what's my view on the PS5 Pro users being sandboxed from PC and Xbox users in multiplayer? Yeah, I'm a little bit puzzled by all of that situation. I'm really surprised that your purchases don't carry over from one platform to the other. I'm just surprised that was set up separately like that. I'm really, really pro as many platforms as possible having, have leaned on the pedals a bit, having access to what we've got access to in MSFS 2024. The more, the merrier. The better, the bigger and better the community. I'm all for it. It's better for add-on developers, better for all of us. I'm just really quite surprised that they weren't able to surmount the purchases being carried over from one platform to another. And the multiplayer, I actually wasn't across that, but that is obviously pretty disappointing from the perspective of someone if they do have a PC and a PS5 and they might want to carry over their purchases from one to the other or to fly with their friends when they're hopping on the other platform. Yeah, that's right. Yes, Erwin, when you add one, you have to add to another, or when you subtract one, then you subtract from another as well. So you keep that balance. It's really hard. Even, when you've been doing it for a while, you sometimes forget, or you sometimes relax and you're just watching one thing and not the others. Yes, they're related. You have to input two of them. Jigmay, yes. You can't afford to do it on both. No. Well, sorry, if you're talking about the two platforms, yeah, of course. Then, I mean, it would be pretty disappointing to feel that you owned all of your hangar on one of those platforms, but then you had to purchase it all again to play it on the other. That's pretty disappointing. So, yeah. given that they launched it like that, I don't imagine it's going to change either. How would you change that? How good is it watching these planes come in with the landing lights just going through the haze there? It's beautiful. FMJ, I don't know if it's intentional about the money. I don't know. Look, I just assume that the ecosystems, there's some sort of separation in the way that the purchases or the store works or the networking or the something that, you know, when it's in the PlayStation ecosystem, it has to all be ring fenced. I would think that they would have a better sell if it were working across the systems, but yeah, I agree. You know, you've paid plenty for all of your add-ons, and you know you would expect them to carry over. I completely agree with you, but that's not occurred. I don't think that's because they want to make more money off it. I can't believe that'd be the reason. And you wouldn't purchase it twice. It'd be silly. I would think it was just somehow technically. I don't know this. I'm just speculating here. I don't have any insight on this. You would think that Microsoft wanted to do it, but there would just be some blocker in the PlayStation ecosystem, and vice versa if it were the other way around, to stop them from doing that. So I'm speculating. I don't know the real answer to that, but yeah, I'm not sort of prepared to think that it's just a money grab. Yeah. Well, people, look, it has been such a delight flying with you in Sydney today. I'm really glad that you came along for the ride. Always very happy to see people come along. Very happy to see some new faces too in the chat. You are welcome. If you want to see some new routes proposed for a fly along, usually they're on Sunday mornings, my time, which equates to Saturday evenings Europe or Saturday afternoons North America. Pop those into the chat or into the comments on another video, and I will add it to the list. I've got lots of ideas in the list, so I look forward to seeing where we can take the channel, where we can take people. I just love it when we're doing the fly-alongs. I don't think I've ever had less than 10 helicopters at a time. Really great experience having all the people join in for those, and I hope you can join on one soon. So people, I think it's time for me to say goodbye. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I do hope I'll catch you on another video soon. Don't forget that you can, of course, drop those comments in. I will read everyone. I'll try to reply to everyone. And we will catch you again soon. Thanks so much, people. You've been excellent. Thank you to the people who've had a great chat in this stream too. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Catch you.